When asked to fill out an exemplar, you will be asked to fill out a small section of personal information. This would include your name, your birthday, your height, your hair color, your eye color, your address and social security, which don't have to be correct on this exemplar because this is just for class, but if you were ever asked to fill out a real exemplar, you would have to put obviously your real information, and as well as that, you would have to write the hand that you write with, and if you need corrective lenses for writing.
The next step of filling out the exemplar is to write out the capital and lowercase letters of the alphabet in both cursive and print. If you don't remember how to write in cursive, that's okay, I don't either. Just write it to the best of your ability, and then it'll be fine. Then you're going to have to write out words that could be found in a typical document, such as days of the week or names of months. Usually, the words that you'll be filling out are the ones that are found in the ransom note or on the check. Then you're going to fill out people's names, because it could be a signature fraud too. Then you're going to fill out symbols such as dollar signs, and signs, number signs. For these, you write it how you would typically write it. You don't have to copy exactly how it's written on the paper. Then you're going to have to fill out a series of checks, because most cases are check fraud.
When doing dictated writing, you could be using your left hand, cursive, dominant hand, and/or print. It just depends on what your instructor wants you to do. When doing this, someone is reading a passage and you are copying it to the best of your ability, but you shouldn't worry about spelling or grammar.
Sift together the flour, baking soda, and salt. And set them aside. In a medium bowl, cream together the melted butter, brown sugar, and white sugar. Until well blended. Beat in the... When looking for context variations in your handwriting, you're going to look for small things that you repeat. That includes things such as spacing, tails on letters like Y, G, and A, proportion, like how big or small you write your letters, movement, if your hand moves from left to right or right to left, or just how your letters are curved. Height ratio, which is similar to proportion, just height of the letter. Then you're going to look for I dots and T crossings because those vary from person to person. And those are just some examples of things you'll look for. You'll look for these variations in your writing when it is cursive and in print, and you can also look for it in numbers and signatures.
When doing slants, cover the bottom half of the letter with the playing card. Then put a dot at the midpoint of the letter. Then cover the top half of the letter with the playing card, and then put a midpoint at the bottom of the letter. Then, using the playing card, connect these two dots, and using the transparent slant paper, find the angle measure of the slant, which includes forwards or backwards slants. JonBenét Ramsey died at the age of 6. She died on Christmas Day and lived from 1990 to 1996. She died by strangulation of rope by half of her mom's paintbrush.
On the table on the main floor of the Ramsey household, a ransom note was found. The handwriting on the note matched up to that of JonBenét's mother, Patsy Ramsey's non-dominant handwriting. Furthermore, there was a dollar amount written on the ransom note that was the exact amount of JonBenét's dad's Christmas bonus that only him, his boss, and the mother knew about. Even with all this information, the case still remains unsolved, and the mother was never convicted of the murder of JonBenét.